Hello everyone and welcome to a new full completion summary episode for the new Spring 35. This week you can get the new Porsche 928 GTS by reaching 50% series completion besides the usual wheel spins and some returning cars. All the details and time slots for each event and PR stunt are in the video description, while any tune can be found by my gamer tag. For any questions, feel free to leave a comment or join the Discord server. Due to a technical issue, no in-game sound was properly recorded, thus this will be shorter than usually. So let's get on to it, and if you like and haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing for more Horizon 4 and other car games content. This week we're starting fresh from 21%. First 6% from rivals for completing a clean lap, that means no exclamation mark next to your name at the end, and another 15% from completing a ranked adventure championship, which is unlocked on reaching level 3 adventure by playing the standard type. You don't need to win, and this can be done once per series and will apply to all 4 seasons no matter the season they are completed in. Did them in summer and they will be completed for all the other 3 seasons as well, as you can see. Next, an easy photo challenge for 3% headline trio, which requires you to take a picture with 2 other drivers or drivatars with the Horizon stage in sight. Have no friends or the servers continue to restrict you from live services? Switch to solo. Wait for some drivatars to pop around. And snap one. Next, for 15%, this week's Forzathon, the spice must flow. I'll briefly go through it here, but for more details you can check the recommended video at the top. So, first things first, you'll need an off-road buggy. There are quite a few from really cheap to quite expensive. Second chapter, 10 air skills for the second chapter, around any bumpy area. Third, win a castle cross-country circuit event. This can be both standard or blueprints usually, but since this time around the required event is only for extreme off-road cars, we'll need to rely on a quick blueprint. While for the fourth chapter, drive your buggy for 10 miles anywhere. Once done, the 200 Forzathon points of this week are yours, if you also own the Lake Lodge house along with the 6%. Regarding the Forzathon shop, there's the Mustang sibling, Pontiac Firebird, released not long ago. In the Backstage, the AMC Rebel took the win, while this week we have an Aston and the Porsche. Just because it should be a lot more useful in events, I'll pick the Porsche. As for the Super 7, for the first 7 challenges successful completion, you can get the Formula Drift 777 Chevy for free. Time to try and team up for the trial. B700 1970s. Full house of Driving Miss Daisy means super easy trial. I don't remember when the trial ended up this quick with absolutely 0 points for the drivatars, which end up miles away. For this one I picked my beloved ZR1 I usually use, and which, even though is slippery sometimes, with some careful throttle control it does quite well. The trial is a team game, so make sure not to block your teammates, you are all on the same side. If one is faster, just make room for him. No need to fight and eventually end up both missing checkpoints. Up next, Taxi for Takeoff Showcase Remix. Nothing special, we've had it so many times, so let's just move on. With that out of the way, you would have unlocked the 50% Spring reward, the new Porsche. Up next, Spring Games, 800 Muscle vs Tuner and another 6%. Since you no longer have to win the games to get the reward, it doesn't really matter what you pick. Just play till the end and you'll get the reward for finishing second too, which is the most you can actually do with only 2 teams in the play. What matters here is to at least try and have fun, even though when teammates leave because they don't know the rules, it tends to get frustrating. This time around, it wasn't our team. Moving on, this week's PR stunts for about 6% each. Swan dive danger sign, 800.5 feet or 244 meters. I used my PR jumps tuned El Camino that I normally use. Make sure you have your rewind feature available as you might need it to get the best line for this. Soft suspensions will help a lot with the bumps too. Many other cars can do it as well, as long as they are fast and you manage to launch them straight. Greendale speed trap, 200 miles per hour or 321.9 kilometers. Super easy even with slower or cheaper cars if you keep the speed through the corners. Lotus 11 would be one of them. And even a 30k BMW. Rolling Fields Speed Zone, 106 miles per hour or 170.6 kilometers. Any of my Tough Speed Zone episode cars can do this easily. I'll just go on and try the back mono, which I usually use for speed zones as it is a really affordable track toy. And you also have an off-road and on-road tune for it. Now, the 3 weekly championships against at least highly skilled avatars to get all the rewards. We are doing them against pro and unbeatable, so you should do just fine too on lower difficulty levels. The car in front, A800 Toyota for the black racing helmet. I was still in the PR stunts when we started it, so had no time to think what the event was about. Ended up in a huge Arctic truck. So I'd say if I manage to place decently against sports cars with this, on at least highly skilled difficulty, you should have no issue whatsoever. I'd recommend any besides the Arctic trucks, just because they are too heavy for the races in this championship. Completing one of the 3 championships gets you over 80%. Next, Stardew Rallye, B700 French cars for a 205R. Any vehicle that fits the requirement will do just fine. I know I picked up a really expensive one, but it was the only one that was fully upgraded for this, so without time to spare, had to give it a go. Was a really nice and intense race, thanks to the teammates of course, as the drivatars stood no chance against us anyway. One piece of advice here, don't forget your rally tires no matter what you choose. And if you'd wish to see the whole race, please check Wolf's channel for the upload. Lastly, we have the Sugar O Buggy Championship, B700 off-road buggies. You might remember the Easter Buggy Trail. Well, luckily for everyone, this is not that. Only that it requires you to use the same cars. The drivatars are nerfed by a lot, so you'll have no problem with any of the buggies, at least on highly skilled difficulty. Going higher will require better tuned cars like always. I ended in the same penhole I used in my Easter Buggy Trial episode, but a Volkswagen would do just fine too, especially with a tune from my teammates. Just remember that you only need to win this against at least highly skilled drivatars for all the rewards, so it should be even easier than shown. And that kinda does it with the championships too. Thanks to the whole team for participating as well as for the effort put up tonight. The servers were a mess, we struggled a lot to find sessions, but somehow Stefan managed to find most of them. So thank to him too for the completion. And if you need PR records and you have the money for any car, check his channel for world records. With that already to at least 93%. For the daily challenges. First, 1 star from any speed trap. That's just too easy. Second, win a road circuit event. Speaks for itself, blueprints work too if they are circuits. Third, 3 speed skills. Head down the highway. Fourth, 1 ultimate speed skill. Any car that does over 320 km per hour will do. Fifth, 1 wreckage skill. Wreck something, or pull the handbrake at high speed and see what you end up through. Sixth, 3 great drafting skills. Pick a drag race and stay behind a rival for long enough. And 7th, 2 awesome wreckage skills. Just wreck some more stuff, and you're done. For another 100% completion, this time for the new Series 35 Spring. Hope you've enjoyed the new episode. For any questions or discussions, feel free to use the comment section below or the Discord server. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more Forza weekly content. And for any additional details regarding the events, they are also available in the video description. The following week will have the Summer 36, for whatever new goodies it brings, as I haven't checked out the Forza Monthly yet. But till then, thanks for watching and have fun racing.